Good morning. Day 9. Today's 5 weeks since I had injured my knees. Got an early start today because it's going to be a big day. Looking at them at the guide, there's not too much in the way of towns in between Navarrete and I believe it was El Dorado or something like that anyway. So I think I got to do about 37 kilometers today. So I got up early and did an early start and was on the trail shortly after 6. One of the pitfalls or dangers of that is, of course, walking in the dark. And so that, coupled with the fact that really through Logrono and then through a stretch there this morning, the trail's not quite as well marked as was what it had been. So that led to me and a couple other guys going down a trail probably about a kilometer before realizing something was up. We hadn't seen any symbols or signs in a while. Happened to be a local out walking, and it looked like having a beer at 6:30 in the morning in the dark. Told us that we had to turn around to go the other way for the Camino. So back on the trail. It's 7 a.m. and I just did 2 kilometers, one each way, the wrong way, on what I was trying to do as my biggest mileage day. Anyway, onward and upward. So I just left Ventosa, and it's a beautiful little town. Had my cafe con leche and my sumo naranja orange juice and a little pastry croissant with chocolate in it. I've been walking through vineyards for, I don't know, probably about 3 kilometers now, I guess, since leaving Ventosa. And it's been just a gorgeous, beautiful morning. A couple of the fields, the farmers or the winemakers have been out spraying. So if you do go to eat some of the grapes, you might want to wash them first. We put quite a bit of spray on these things, and it was downwind of a couple of them there, and wasn't all that nice to breathe in. Next town I come to is Najera, which was supposed to be the starting point for day 9, and the goal at the end of the day is Santo Domingo. So I'm going to truck on. That's going to be about a 37 kilometer day, plus tack on the extra couple I did this morning. Anyway, I'll touch base with you a little later. So, just coming into Navarrete along the highway here. Santo Domingo's 20 kilometers, 89 to Burgos, and I couldn't resist the opportunity to cool my feet off, take a little bit of a break before carrying on. So again, my goal is Santo Domingo, so done about 17-18 kilometers and 20 to go. Pretty stunning walk coming up through those red mountains and sandstone, limestone, whatever it is, ridges. Coming up to the peak here and looking up ahead at those mountains. It's the first sign of rain in a week and a half. So I'm not sure if I'll get into that at all or not. These aqueducts are pretty amazing. I'm not sure where all the water is coming from, but aqueducts are running everywhere. Walking through some more vineyards on my way to Serena. I just left about 10 minutes ago. Been watching these mountains over here for a good part of the day, and it looks like it's been raining up there, and it's just kind of staying there. It hasn't breaking away from the mountains at all. The rest of the sky away from the mountains has been blue sky and bright sun, and it's feeling pretty warm again. Not quite as hot as yesterday, the day before, but I'm guessing in the low 30s right now. And I just discovered my first blister. So I took a bit of time and put my feet in the fountain in Azofra and cleaned them up. Covered up that little blister spot on my back heel and carry on, and hopefully I got to it early enough. It was still pretty small, and we'll see what happens here the rest of today. I'm going for a good 7-8 kilometers now towards those mountains. And I just got a little bit of a light shower here. The sun's back out, but you can see it's getting darker and darker, and I think I'm headed up towards those mountains and the wind's coming right across, so I'm looking for a bit of moisture. And I just heard a roll of thunder as well, and I haven't had any shelter anywhere. No trees or anything for quite a while, but I do see some way up ahead there. So this path just goes on and on and on. Nice sky over there. Where I came from, not so bad. Up here you're looking a little worse. And here, I'm thinking I might be in trouble. Just look at the radar. And we're on a collision course. So hopefully I can find some shelter up here in the next 15 minutes. Doesn't look great. So I made it to Serena, and looks like the storm sort of just skirted to the west and the north of me. Just got a little sprinkle on me. I grabbed shelter for just a moment, and I could see that it was blowing through, and it's kind of blue sky and clearing up behind there. So I carried on, and here I am. Now I just got to decide to spend the night here or carry on to Santo Domingo. Well, the guidebook wasn't kidding. I just walked through Serena. Kind of a sad place, really. It's about the third car I've seen since I've been here. There's a ton of houses. Relatively new developments, but for the most part they seem vacant and for sale signs everywhere. So my body did want to rest here. There were a couple of albergues that I probably could have got lots of peace and quiet, but it's just nothing here. So I decided to carry on the additional 6 kilometers. It's going to get me pretty close to the 40 mark today. My feet are getting pretty sore, but we're going to power on to my original goal of Santo Domingo. I know it doesn't look pretty up there, but I checked the radar, and while it's pouring in Santo Domingo right now, and for the next 20 minutes, by the time I arrive, the sunshine that's on this outer edge should arrive with me.